Good evening, everybody. It's Charlie, and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone has had a great Thursday so far, as always. Just before we get into tonight's video, make sure that you are all smashing that like button. It really does help get the video out there to more people. Please subscribe to the channel if you are brand new, and hit that notification bell. And of course, get all of your thoughts and opinions into the comment section down below. Yeah, we are here for your predicted 11 video. I know the press conference hasn't happened today as I thought it would be. Maybe with the early kickoff and things, it's happening tomorrow. But I still thought I'd jump on and give my predicted 11 with who I think Daniel Farke will pick to start this Saturday's early kickoff fixture against Blackburn Rovers. Obviously, Blackburn are coming into the game on the back of being hammered 5-0 by Bristol City last night. Even though they only beat Sunderland 5-1 like last week. The Championship's absolutely crazy. So hopefully we can take advantage of their misfortune. But obviously, there's a lot of talk amongst fans on social media and everything at the minute about team selection and changes that need to be made. And in my opinion, there does need to be changes made, 100%. I feel like the last few games, with the starting 11 that he has been picking, it just hasn't clicked. It just hasn't gelled for me. And obviously, as you know, it's obviously evident that it has been off for a few games now. So I know there's only 4 games left, and it is a bit of a risk to change it up. But I feel like the changes that are needed are ones where you would still be able to change it at this point of the season. So we'll get straight into it then. Anyway, so obviously in goal it will of course be Elland Road, who has had his moments this season, but I feel like for the majority he has improved vastly since last season. The back four is where you see a change of mine that I would do if I was Farke. At right back, I would have Connor Roberts. I thought Archie Gray was poor the other night at right back, and even more so in the game against Coventry. I feel like we really need to see him in midfield now. So, yeah, I would have Connor Roberts at right back, Joe Rodon and Ethan Ampadu, of course, at centre back, with Junior Firpo at left back. The double pivot, I think Kamara needs a rest. I think he needs a breather. So I would put Elijah Gruev and Archie Gray in that pivot. I think there's good balance there. The 3 in behind the striker, I would be putting Dan James on the bench and putting Willie Gnonto on the right side. Obviously, Cree Somerville will be on the left with Jorginho Rutter in the 10. And the striker one is obviously the one that's causing the most debate at the minute. Now, I think he will pick Bamford again. I do. Do I think he should? No. But I kind of also agree with what Farke has said about Mateo Joseph. He is a young lad. To throw him in at this stage of the season with 4 games left as our main striker, to put all that pressure on him, may be wrong to do that. But Joel Perreault is an experienced player in this league. He's a better finisher than Bamford. So if it was up to me, I would be putting Patrick Bamford up top. I would be putting Joel Perreault up top. Sorry, I've just got Bamford on the brain. So yeah, I would be putting Perreault up top, but I do think he will pick Bamford. I think it'll be Bamford. And I'll be honest, I think Archie Gray will keep his place at right back, and I think Glenn Kamara will play in the double pivot. But the changes that I would make is I would put Connor Roberts at right back. I would have Archie Gray in the midfield instead of Glenn Kamara. And I would have Gnonto on the right instead of James. And I would have Perreault up top instead of Bamford. Now, for me, that is still a team that is more than capable of getting us to promotion over over the next 4 games. Sorry. It really is crunch time now. All the top 3, us, Leicester and Ipswich, have all failed to score midweek. Obviously, us and Sunderland drew 0-0. Ipswich and Watford last night drew 0-0. And Leicester were beaten by Millwall 1-0. Which for me made the draw on Tuesday night a lot more frustrating. The fact that Leicester had dropped points. But just briefly before we end today's video, guys, obviously I didn't come on last night, so I haven't had a chance to react to the news regarding Stuart Dallas. Yeah, I mean, an unbelievable servant of this football club, really embodied what it is to be Leeds, played for the badge every week, even in periods when he wasn't in great form or just the odd game that he was poor. He gave everything. He gave 110% out on that pitch. And like he said in his farewell message to the fans, he's just a working class lad. He might not have had the most technical ability in the world, but he gave everything for the badge and gave everything for the fans. Um, Giving us some unbelievable moments. The goal at Old Trafford, even though we got murdered that night, um, was an unbelievable goal. The goals at Man City were probably up there with the best game that I've watched. Um, that goal against Stoke City, the lovely build up, and then his finish at the end of it. There's been some really good moments, and obviously he has given a lot to the community off the pitch as well. So sad, really, really sad that his career's had to end a bit prematurely. But his health is more important. He could have maybe come back, but it'd have been risking his body, and it's just not worth it. He's had a great career, achieved wonderful things at this football club. He's spoken highly of at Leeds, obviously at Brentford, his former club. The Northern Ireland national team all love him as well. So he's a very well thought of figure to a lot of people. And that message, the speech that he did in front of the players, it was emotional. But if that's not extra motivation for them players to go out, not only on Saturday, but for all 4 remaining games, go out there and get this job done. But yeah, wish Stuart Dallas and his family all the best. I'll be seeing him on Saturday at Elland Road when he comes out at half time with his family. I'm sure that'll be an emotional moment. But yeah, all the best to Stuart Dallas. You were one of the good ones, mate. You were one of the good ones. So yeah, we'll bring this evening's video to a close. For now, then, guys. Really hope that you've all enjoyed it. If you have, please smash that like button. It does help get the video out there to more people. Please subscribe to the channel if you are brand new and hit that notification bell. And of course, get all your thoughts and opinions into the comment section down below. And I will be back in the morning. I will be doing a pre-record that will be going up in the morning at 8 o'clock, which will be our match preview for the Blackburn game. And then I'll be back on the channel tomorrow night where we will be reacting to the press conference and see if there's any juicy bits to get into from that. Obviously, if anything changes with that, I will update you throughout the day on social media. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.